Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Porygon 2 Draft League Season 8, Week 1. We're here against Chi. We got some goober stuff today. Team building for this team was like really interesting because I can't bring Zeraora here, man. Like, I don't know. It was weird. But coming off of our last season, this matchup sure did give me some hope. Gave me some, some gusto to maybe see if I can get off a fraud watch. And I think I put up a hell of a performance today for you guys to watch. We're here with the Goober, Giratina Origin, Mega Scizor, Clefable, P2, just annoying Paris, spam, status, whatever garbage that you don't prep for. Against Cheese, just overall amazing top 4, maybe the best top 4 in the entire league, with the Iron Valiant, Lander, Asterion, Meowscarada, and Solgaleo. It's very nice. You got the Terra Blastoise, though. I wouldn't personally spend the points on Terra Blastoise with Terra, Lander, Asterion. I would go for a lower tier Shell Smasher, something like Dreadnought instead, because I don't know, you're not really getting your value's worth with Blastoise, and it's kind of your main hazard removal here, honestly. Like, if you look here, you know, you don't really want to bring Defog on Terra Landorus, but Cheese team is super threatening. I had to do mocks for this. I haven't done mocks in forever, but we're back in the spirit. We're feeling good. I guess this is where other YouTubers would be like, smash the like button. Losers. Here's the team. Here's what I brought. We got some interesting nicknames. I can actually explain that for you. I went to the record store and I picked up the Peeling Flesh record, the G Code, and I also picked up what is this? They're like 3 years of Peeling Spree. It has all the Slamaholics mixtapes and everything. Super cool. And I was like, oh, I should probably put nicknames. And so I put nicknames. So we got nicknames today. We got the G Code, Moltres-Scalar, little weakness policy. Weakness policy I felt was super, super, super strong into this. Here, let me move this over. I felt was super, super, super strong into this team because in the calculator, like, Iron Valiant can't really do much. Like, I think the Spirit Break doesn't kill, even if it's, like, max attack. Procs the weakness policy. And then Berserk gets back that lost stat. So it all works out. Also, it takes like a Stone Edge from Lander Asterion. It takes I think a regular Play Rough from Meowscarada. Like a Specs Thunderbolt from this thing. Like, it takes a lot. And it can just set up. This was like the main threat that I saw into Cheese team as soon as I started building. And so I built off of it. I actually rebuilt this team a number of times, just to make sure I really got it right. But, it all works out. Next up, we got the Simptro, the Giratina Origin. I always planned on leading with this thing. Got a nice little defensive spread here. Shadow Ball Dragon Claw is really the only attacking I need, because Shadow Ball, like, hits you super hard. You. It hits you alright. You even. And then Dragon Claw is nice for this. I can't really touch Lickitung, but Lickitung never comes to the game. It's super cool. I ended up running Claw over Dragon Tail. I never pressed Dragon Tail in mocks. Got Will-O-Wisp. Pretty much always turn 1 Willow and Defog just in case. Next up, we have the star of the show. The thumbnail even. Slamaholics. The INTELEON with the scope lens sniper build. We brought focus energy in case I had the opportunity to press it if it wasn't like a specially defensive Blastoise. We got Ice Beam just in case of like an AV max Spadef Dragalge, some crazy stuff like that. It was nice for builder. Vacuum Wave is super cool because it can just one-shot Meowscarada right off the riff, or like something like Terra Steel, or even like, nah, Terra Dark isn't good. Like, yeah, Terra Steel, Landorus, Terra Steel Blastoise, it's really nice for. If it's Specs Valiant and it's left at like 2 HP, I can vacuum wave it. Snipe shot's just good with the Terra Water for max damage. FFWAS, I'm not saying what that means here. You can look it up yourself. We got the defensive Mega Scizor. Bullet Punch U-Turn, Roost, Swords Dance, how typical if you've played any ounce of Natdex OU or Gen 7 OU. You've seen this before. Bodega Bloodbath, the Clefable, running the Unaware set today with Spadef. Just because this Blastoise is a problem. And something like Calm Mind Valiant could be an issue. Moonblast, Knockoff, Thunderwave, Soft-Boiled, it's standard. That's about what you expect. And we got Make a Move, Porygon 2, Eviolite Analytic. This is just really here for pivot and to do a little bit of damage. And a lot of people have the misconception that if you just like Toxic or you just knock off a P2 that's useless, that's very false, as we're going to see here. Yeah, that's all the team building. The things I'm most scared for, you gotta always watch out for the weakness policy Solgaleo, but I thought that a setup Landorus was coming like 3,000,000% this game, and I think I proved to be right. Let's hop into the replay here. Oh, wait. Yeah! You guys get my sexy face more. Oh, I love it. We do see a lot of what we expected from Chi here. A little interesting to see Typhlosion Hisui instead of Dragalge, but there is a reason for it. Maybe not the best reason that we'll go over soon here, but it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. We'll play it. Giratina Origin, the Simptro, always. The plan is to always lead with Giratina Origin into this team. It's just really good. It takes everything. Willow, because I thought he would switch, but it's still a nice chip after a while. Ice Beam does a whole lot of nothing. Shadow Ball, 23. This calc tells me that the Blastoise is either Assault Vest or he's like max Spadef, but judging off of the Ice Beam flip turn and no like yawn or anything, it's definitely Assault Vest. Meowscarada comes in. I stay in because even if it's banded, Play Rough can't kill, and I just get a free Will-O-Wisp off. So I stay in on the U-turn. Valiant comes in, I get the Will-O-Wisp. I'm like, dude, awesome. This thing sucks. Like, oh, if it was physical Valiant, he's screwed. But he's not booster, so I'm like, oh, okay, it's just specs. I send in the Bodega Bloodbath and take a nice 51 from Moonblast, but the leftovers does kind of save me. Typhlosion comes in on this, which I'm a little surprised about, honestly. I didn't think that Typhlosion does much to Clefable. In fact, I thought something like Landorus would be a much better switch into this thing. A little confused. Honestly, why you wouldn't just stay in and read that I'm going for like Thunder Wave or Soft Boiled or something. You could just scout a little bit. I never press Raw Moonblast here because, like, what am I going to hit? Am I going to hit the Assault Vest Blastoise or the probably Spadef Solgaleo? You know? Full pair is unfortunate. Infernal Parade comes out, does a big fat 19% as I knock off the Eject Pack. Oh, it's Overheat Eject Pack Typhlosion. I'm sitting here, I'm like, what the hell am I looking at, bro? But I knock it off without much of a second thought. Another full para, another knock. So Typhlosion's getting a little sad here. I hard switch P2. I do this because it's not. I don't need to take the chip with Clefable, and I don't know if it's gonna like press any whack ass moves or anything, or like I don't know if it gets debond or anything. I just didn't want to play that game, or like a switch to Solgaleo would have sucked there in case you want to preserve the Typhlosion for anything. But do see Curse. That would have put Clefable in a really bad spot to just send in something like Solgaleo, so I'm really thankful that I made that play. But in comes Solgaleo anyway. Knockoff does 14%, dude. Like, that's what I'm talking about. This knock did 14. What is it going to do next? It's going to do the same amount of damage because it doesn't have the power boost, and P2 is still fat. P2 is an unbelievably bulky mon. I don't know if you guys can see here. Not really. Kinda. You can see that 306 even without the EV light. It's crazy. There's no like. There's so much that this mon does. A TP into Giratina. Giratina is just nice here because what are you gonna switch in? Realistically, Sunsteel comes out, does a big fat 24%. I did the calcs. It's like, I think it's like max attack, max HP, which is interesting. The Kasib weakens the Shadow Ball. I get off the Will-O-Wisp, so now Solgaleo sucks. And Giratina has done its job, like really, really well here. So good job to Giratina week 1, just really getting chip and forcing things around. In comes P2 on the Morning Sun as I recover up, so now we're both 100. With Analytic, I'm always going last, so I'm always going to get off some like big hits, like I'm doing more damage to him than he is to me, plus the burn chip. We see the crit, nice 24, as my Ice Beam comes out. The problem with me pressing Ice Beam there is I thought there was a chance that Landorus comes in on this, and so I press Ice Beam like, oh, hey, I'm so cool. I'm going to predict the Landorus coming in, but that just means that now Chi knows that I'm predicting stuff like that, and so this turn, like a genius, Chi switches in the Landorus as I go for the discharge. Whoops. That sucks. Maybe I could have pressed Ice Beam. But that was kind of like a losing battle there. I mean, it's really just who wants to make the switch first, because I'm more than happy to sit there with P2 all game and just press buttons, but unfortunately, this is a Terra Steel Landorus. I didn't even go over that. We got the Terra Steel Landorus and the Terra Grass Blastoise, which is just annoying. Really annoying for both of us. Discharge, it has no effect. We see a Terra Steel and the immediate Rock Polish, and I shit my pants a little bit. There's a little poop, maybe a little leftover, but in comes the G-Code, Moltres Galar. We see the Swords Dance come out as I just press Fiery Wrath. Career Door trying to make wagers with me. Not even playing the game. Get out of here. Fiery Wrath is a nice 52%. And a little overlooked part about this Moltres set is the Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch puts Landorus in range of a bunch of moves now, including this INTELEON's Vacuum Wave. Really just nice bring with the Sucker Punch Moltres. Really just for worst case scenarios like that. So INTELEON, my GOAT, picks up his first kill. This mon's so underrated in the draft, dude. As an offensive water, it's so underrated. Like, what, 9, 10 points most of the time? Crazy mon. We see the flip turn come out on P2 as Iron Valiant comes in. My only move in this scenario is to just stay in and press a move as Chi goes for the Moonblast. But now, I can kind of assume, based off the damage, he's locked. He can't do anything here. So I go into FFWAS, Mega Scizor, big fat U-turn. Even if Chi hit me with a move there, I'm still setting up for the Scizor and INTELEON endgame. And it wouldn't have done too much. And then I could have just gone Clefable and pressed, Moonblast or something and kept the game going. But we'd see flip turn, flipping out, flipping around. So Galio comes out. I go for the knock, just get chip. Now I can hard switch into Scizor or INTELEON because he's burned. So Galio can't do too much to me. And now we're going to witness part of what makes INTELEON so strong. It's the factor of skill. That's what I call it. The factor of skill, the factor of having a better gaming chair, the critical hit. Of course I am, you guys can't see it too well. Boom. Of course I am Scope Lens. So that brings the crit stage up by 1. Snipe Shot brings it up by 1. So I'm at crit stage 2. Which I think is a 66% chance to crit every hit with that. So it's like really good odds. I get it there. I think that's absurd that, what is this, 11 points with Terra is just almost one-shotting a Solgaleo. That's crazy to me. With Terra, of course, but Meowscarada comes in, and I don't have to needlessly go for this, this the big fat vacuum wave yet, because I'd have to bank on a crit to one-shot, and that's just not something I should take. Blastoise is in on FFWAS. I just hard switch into Clefable. It goes for the Scald Burn. Doesn't get it. Kind of sucks. But now I can just press Moonblast, Moonblast, Moonblast. Valiant comes in on the Clefable. I actually go for Knock. I mean, sure. I could have just pressed Moonblast there. I get the Knock. I could have probably preserved a point of diff or two. But, well, not or two. But Moonblast comes out, kills a Valiant. I'm in a really good spot here, and this is when I notice that he can't actually beat Mega Scizor now. Triple Axle comes out, kills the Clefable. Chi just going for diff here. Mega Scizor comes out, forces in Blastoise. 1 Bullet Punch, 2 Bullet Punch. Chi says GG's on turn 34. And we have pretty much established that this game is over. However, we do see an interesting move from Chi. We see Copycat come out from Meowscarada. Now you may be thinking to yourself, huh, Copycat? What is this? What is this fucking guy doing? What do you mean Copycat? The idea is we have Eject Pack Typhlosion to press Overheat. Now, the idea is you Eject Pack Overheat into the Meowscarada, who copycats the Overheat for Scizor. The problem is, 1, you have to Eject Pack Overheat against something that's faster than you, which, if you go back here, we got Typhlosion and Sui at 95. These are the only mons that you can press that against. One of them's immune, so these are the only mons you can press that against. What? That tech never works. So you Eject Pack Overheat, right? Or you're like, oh, it's Giratina Origin under Tailwind, like, I guess. So you Eject Pack Overheat. Somehow, some way, you Eject Pack Overheat, get into the Meowscarada, and then are you assuming that I just hard switch Mega Scizor? Or you're pressing the Eject Pack Overheat and you kill something, and then I go Mega Scizor on the Meowscarada, and then I just Bullet Punch. It doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, another Copycat Bullet Punch. I just U-turn into Slamaholics, the Inteleon, and clean up. And I cannot believe my eyes. Ladies and gentlemen, probably just gentlemen here. Ain't no ladies watching me. I got my own lady. We have won our week 1 battle against Chi, nonetheless. I never win against Chi. That doesn't happen. Chi's in my head. He's right here. I never win against Chi. But I did it. And Inteleon is proving to be one of my favorite draft mon as of recent. I drafted it in O&L and it did work. I'm drafting it here and it did work. Unfortunately, no post-game anything from Chi. I asked him if he wanted to do an interview. He said, nah, I'm pretty bad with these things. That's okay. There's absolutely no problem. But any comments you'd like to add? He said, GG's. I said, yes, of course, GG's playing against you is always fun. He goes, yeah, it's been a blast. I was like, yeah, it always is, because Draft League's fun. This is fun. This is a good game. Pokemon's great. So that's what I'm going to leave you guys with. Next week is against Ben. I actually don't have the team here. Hold on. Check it. Look at that. Woo! This is a pretty doc. We got Ben. Boom. I got this. Mega Alakazam. That's right. Do they have the same Terra slots? That's hilarious. Huh. Same Terra slots. This is the matchup for next week. There's a lot to unpack if we look into this, but we won't, because I will see you guys next week. And I will see you, I think on Monday, I might record it. the week 1 recaps. So thank you all for watching. For those of you who do watch and who have made it through this, I hope that my solo, my lonely self has entertained you for the past 20 minutes. I don't got nothing else to add. Happy New Year. Thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you. Peace out.